All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. And you know what? I'm sorry surprised that that worked. Because the one phone shut down and I was still online when I was actually, I guess, logged in, just open up the window on the other phone. But the key is for all of this is to be able to do it without like magnesium oil being sprayed on my lat and my neck, because that does interfere with the muscles and everything else. So it gets weakens things a little bit, the impulses. And well, if I could have saw it, I could have healed it. I couldn't see why, because they blind the mind. That's what we see. Thank you, Larry. I can't find my sweat jacket. I have a nice loose fitting sweat jacket, black one that I wear. Well, how long am I going to speak all day long until the Lord tells me to do something else? That's kind of how prophets work, you know. Can I earn my keep? It's all of you that don't earn your keep. You're all propped up, lazy pieces of garbage. It's gorgeous out here. I mean, I've been missing this beautiful world. What I needed was massage. Yeah, and they knew it. They've watched enough people degrade in life that couldn't get the massage. Now, these people that surveil people and do this crazy shit, they have the secrets of how to kill people. They're sickos. They have the secrets of how to sexualize people. They're sickos. Thank you, sir. They spend their whole day watching people, yet they're ignorant to what the effects are of what they do. Again, when I awoken, when I awoken, when I woke up, when I was awakened by the Lord God, the big thing was what Jesus said, they know not what they do, is correct. They don't know the ramifications, the ultimate ramifications of what they do. But what they do know is that they do evil. So there's an adjustment on that scripture. They know not what they do as far as the ultimate ramifications of everything that they do, crucifying the Son of God, Jesus, and all the other things, but they know what they do is evil. So they're not led up to that level because they would come up, well, we know not what we do. And so, Satan tries to protect them with bullshit use of scripture. I'm trying to find my sweat jacket. I can't. Oh, here's one. This isn't the one I was looking for, but it's a sweat jacket for sure. This is a little smaller. It's not my new one. I'm just hoping my shoulders aren't ate up from being too tight all that time. Now, I was destined for a healthy life, and they knew it. They knew I'd beat their machine and was destined to be someplace where I would be happy, holy, and healthy. Yeah, if I could just even think to put a mass amount of early enough, if I could have thought to put a mass amount of magnesium topical solution, magnesium oil on my right side, and leave the left be, generally, this may have actually turned around to the point that I could see better, but I couldn't see anything. I was sick I would drive around healing your churches in pain and being sick, to the point of just, because the neurology was pinged. And when you all would come around, stress me out, and you'd ping it additionally. But again, when you look at long COVID, when you look at people with dementia, look at tightness and uneven, you know, just somehow like that. Again, like I said, I hold secrets health. And if you only have to pay for 12. The Lord said the number 10 works. If you do 10, pay for 10 massage with your insurance program, you'll save money because in the end, those people will be healthier. You only have to give them 10 massages a year. And again, I'm going to get 10 massages a year, and they tell me I'm screwed up. I need to know. And I'm probably going to pay for it if I can. But again, they should be under the care. There's no good deed goes up on. All right, where are we at here? That looks good. Wait a minute. Test. Testing the audio. Test. Put it up a little bit there. Test. Testing the audio. That's good. A little bit I'm going to try to rest. Hopefully I can sit in a chair or something. I'm going to try that. It's just that sacral nerve is pinging. So again, 4 years ago, it probably wouldn't if I'd have got it released. I could probably sat in chairs, did whatever I was doing previously to the injury. Right. That's what they get paid to do, to screw that kind of stuff up. The lady's coming over here. Her dog always barks at me. I'm going to take a walk away from this area. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's only a 1-level fusion, and then hopefully there's not any residual major damage or anything. Might be that I have to move to Texas to stay healthy, because once you get a surgery, the cold weather can cause inflammation around the surgical site more so than warm weather. Right. And I think even if there was some damage to that leg, to that sacral joint, even if I could get it, but if I could get it balanced, it had picked up enough where I could say, okay, leisurely get myself somewhere for this surgery, and then mind it and get it done. Right. I was set up after setup when I was in Tyler. And of course, we realized that since then, FBI agents in the area were pedophiles and whatnot. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that weren't busted that were the same thing. Right. But again, I give him the credit, like I give everyone else, that quite possibly it was a psyop that took them down that far. Sure. Yeah, I got back on my Nexium, and that could be what fixed my stomach. I don't know. I couldn't. They were messing with the medication. They were willing all sorts of crazy shit. Right. So again, hooking up with doctors sometimes will straighten that out a bit. Yeah, I can feel I need more massage. No, I mean, I'm not the type of guy that allows myself to stay cramped up at all. I mean, it's just insane that they were able to do that. Like my brother doesn't know what it's like. Like he doesn't understand that. Yeah, you have a back problem, but he just finally today he says, "Well, I don't have back problems really." Well, because if you have pain, you lay down and you feel better. What happens when you lay down and it doesn't get better? You can't sit down, you can't lay down, you can't stand up. Larry. No, what I needed to do, I knew like the Lord got through that you need to have your legs massaged. I brought that woman in, but she wasn't strong enough to massage me. So I just gave him the money. She came in and told me to get naked. And I'm like, nah, I'm not getting naked. So I, was deep state part of this or not at that point. That's what that gay guy said. He told, he said, well, you can get naked, like, no. So again, that was part of me, not, part of the psychology to push me away from massage. Yeah, because he was trying to be sexual. Make sure he didn't charge me in the end because I didn't try. I guess he figured if he didn't charge me, then I couldn't arrest him. Or I thought maybe I was a cop or something, or affiliated with a cop. Right. Well, he did a little bit of massage, but he saw my hips, but he didn't see the shoulders and the back. Okay. Like my back, because I put the magnesium oil on it, has relaxed, but it's not like, like I said, the subscapular and all this stuff is still tight. So once that gets released, yeah, I mean, I'm a big massage geek, and they screwed it up. Spent a long time doing it. A lot of it's metaphysical. Like you can't, like you said, well, why did you stop? Well, I couldn't get back to it. But some of it's also psychological torture. Now they'll select certain groups of people to make them the fall people. They were trying to make me a fall person for a lot of stuff, and did actually, but. It's like go try to see if I can sit in the chair. It's not feeling like the chair sit is going to be successful. But. That's why you see a lot of people that are homeless walking because they need back surgery. Right. Or massages or something like that. Yeah, I'm still tight, real tight. Because when I sit, it really revealed itself right here. Yeah, he'll get it, but again, I don't know when I can go back. And when I sit down, that left sacral nerve gets pinged. I guarantee 4 years ago it wouldn't have been like that. But they wanted. Right. Yeah, see, as soon as I sit down, now everything's like all inflamed again. No, there's no doubt in my mind that 4 years ago I could have healed this. The deep state was held at bay. I'd have got to the right massage therapist. Again, COVID was only part of it. if they're not psychologically torturing you around COVID and during COVID and after COVID, then none of that had the effect that it had. Right. Because your mind could process better. Ugh, I didn't want to sit on that. I shouldn't have. I'm in pain. And tried to sit. Well, what it's going to require is this right side be worked some more. And actually, I should have had it worked a couple more times. No, I'm not going to it. I can't go today. Although I probably could work with it if I just had them work that area. But I'm gonna wait at least a few days. Now it's still released more than it was, but I can feel these pieces that are too short. But the muscles are shortened; they need to be extended, and that's probably what I should have focused on 4 years ago. Right. What God is bringing up is when I went to Arizona, I stayed at extended stay, and the people that were a few rooms down from me, she was a massage therapist. So again, that type of thing should have happened. Where I just ran into somebody, go, oh, I can do it. Give me this much money. Right. Like anybody that works for any of the corporations, they don't get paid much. So if they had that opportunity, well, my left side's probably a little too relaxed. But again, it's better relaxed than too tight. Right. But what's doing that also, even though I put the little bit of magnesium oil in it, is the right side is too tight. So when the right side relaxes, then the left side picks up. Here's what I should have figured 4 years ago. Thank you, Larry. Well, when people say, don't get back surgery, all that, when the alternative is worse, then you get back surgery. I just, that was kind of blocked. Right. Also, if the cramping here and there is coming from the adjustment, trying to adjust for the lumbar, and it's not working, fusing the lumbar moves that away. That doesn't happen anymore. Now, it's not Shangri-La. Again, best case scenario was destroyed by these people. Again, I didn't lift generally heavy weights and things like that. It was the stress they were stressing me out to by the deep state every day and not allowing me to seek the modalities I needed to stay well. I can't find my other. I have one of my $800 orthotics. I can't find another one. No idea where it went. Oh, there. I took them out and sprayed them off with deodorant. There they are. I'm going to have to give him a call and ask him what the deal is. I mean, I'm so spoiled last night. Oops. Yeah, I forgot to pin it to my shirt. I was so spoiled last night. I actually got some decent sleep. I got to sleep on my back. Very important. Okay, so here's what just happened. I sprayed the right side of my body with magnesium oil, and the left side just picked up. So there was like a developing pain in the back because it was pulling everything out of line. So this is the kind of thing I should have been able to see 4 years ago. Well, I can't really lay in my bed. I can't sit in a chair yet. Now, hopefully, maybe I'll develop some ability to do that without surgery, but surgery looks imminent at this point. That was the surgeon's insight. He might be my friend. I don't know how many people are my friend inside. Again, nobody does. Well, I'm in think tanks. So if we're in a think tank and we help somebody, then we're their friend. Correct. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. Obviously, Elon's supposed to be my friend, but he's whack. Right. Thank you, Larry. Oh, yeah, it just keeps trying to adjust it. It can't. Nah, I should have been left to be. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. A bunch of crooks run around saying they're keeping everybody safe by being crooks. Maybe if I was well enough to lay in my bed, I'd be laying in my bed. Right. And I'd just be, broadcast a little bit from there, and I would. Well, I mean, I'm not going to ping my sacral nerve if I don't have to. Right. Eventually, this again. What's happening is because they interrupt, I'm not getting to the modalities fast enough. I had already had 2 or 3 of these massages. Right. They should have photos of their massage therapists. I know that's kind of weird for some people, but again, when you look at somebody and you're psychic, you can pick up a vibe that maybe that's a person that would be good for you to get a massage from. And no, I'm not looking for the youngest, prettiest girl. Unless the other ones are all looking whack. All right. Actually, I look for somebody that has some strength. Now the left side is is weakened enough that because the right side pulled up tight. Theoretically, I mean, it's still tight in there, so theoretically, it's going to eventually give way. Well, I should have been forced to stay away from my life. I mean, I paid good money for massage. I wasn't hurting anybody. They were doing crazy stuff. Like the boss man tried to act like he wasn't part of it, but that didn't make sense because he kept coming to the door, staring at me. Like, of his office when I would go in there. Now, I don't even know if he's really the boss man. It could have been an entire setup. So when I speak about the boss man, that's not the boss man. Boss man doesn't look like that. You know, I don't know what he's talking about. The owner, right? But he's just been an operator. So what I'm thinking is that pain that I get in my back is like a subscapular muscle that pulls something. Right. Once it's released, it probably shouldn't happen. Well, it just happened. It crept up quickly. I mean, I wasn't 100% well, but I was able to, it wasn't pinging that sacral nerve all day. I'm going to try to see because laying on my right side on a heating pad, we'll see if that works. But I think some of that is what caused the issue to begin with. Well, it sucks that I have to do this, but again, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and that's how it worked. Otherwise, it could have been put into the background. You think they're funny? They keep sending the same text or alerting on the same. Actually, I could turn off this camera. Stalking me with my security camera. Turn off. I'm trying to lay on my right side. It's triggering the left a little bit, but not horribly. Yeah, I got it kind of craning my neck here. If I can get this up a little bit. Now these muscles are generally not that tight on anybody. I don't think. I think they're. I mean, I have no idea how it just couldn't get to it. Again, their stress every day is what probably blocked my mind from seeing. Okay, he's moving into the border now. Okay, okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, now we know we have the. Are we deploying additional military intelligence assets? Oh, here's something. No, I should have been a massage the whole last 4 years. It makes no sense, right? I don't know if there's any, major damage to the bone structure like the other parts of the spine or not, but again, it doesn't seem to be. Well, we want a ton of early warning. Right? Again, there's going to be holes as there isn't any perimeter, unless you're, hunkered down. Okay, intelligence. Okay, there's right. And public affairs. Like that's great. Thank you, Larry. Early warning and rapid response is the key. If something happens, again, if Okay, so there's that bad spot on my back. I found it and I massaged it like I was massaging out a knot. Then it reduced. No, again, they're going to give you as much rope to hang yourself in Doge or any of the other type of things that you're doing. So you just have to be careful and have to constrain yourself. You can't try to pick up a contract from the government while you're in the middle of Doge, whether you're doing things for free or not, because it's just like I guess a come on thing, right? I think that's what they call it, right? Yeah, we're doing this for free, but we're going to get 2 billion, right? Looking for something newer, see if there's an outcome to that. See, so you had 2 days of which I didn't see, right? Of Elon Musk claiming something, right? And people reporting that it was like imminent, right? Then USA Today, Elon Musk falsely accuses Verizon of putting U.S. air safety at serious risk. You see, that's a setup, probably. Not sure what's happening there in the end, but right. All right, so let's look at Pope Francis here. You know, I got to see what's going on in my back here in a second. Okay, yeah. So the same thing happened again. Because I laid down, now my right side's relaxing. That thing's going away. Now, I'm hoping I didn't like damage the spine and the torso area or the see there is something in my mid back that came up on the MRI, and I'm just hoping that that's not something that got worse. Like, side is like, okay, no, it's not totally reached. See, ran up there. I laid on my right side, and my right side tightened up, and then I got this pain, but it seems to be close into the vertebrae, so there's a worry about that. Like I said, 4 years ago, I was supposed to wake up to what the hell was going on. Right. And they attacked. Plain and simple. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's too tight. That has to be worked out.